How's it, my Blues? Welcome to the third edition of the Halftime Blues podcast. My name is Sean. I am Chelsea supporter through and through. And my co-host today, well, as always, is Josh. He is a
Man City supporter.
Man City supporter.
Obviously.
Yes, obviously, because that's what our blog is about. City and Chelsea. Anyway, so Josh, how you been? How's this week? Any interesting news? Anything that's gone on?
It's been a pretty good week.
Yeah?
Pretty good week. Pretty good weekend.
We watched the rugby together. That was pretty cool. We
watched City thrash Bournemouth and Chelsea.
We did watch that too. We did watch that too. But just to say, we are South Africans, so we support Springboks, which was pretty awesome to see them go through to semi-final. Yeah. And that Australia-Scotland match was
shocking.
Yeah, it was tight. I was really hoping for the Scots to get through, but anywho. But that's enough of rugby. And our weekend, my weekend was good. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, pleasure, bro.
Yeah, it was.
I know it was good because you were here, bro.
That's true. Yeah, we had a good time. Anyway, okay. So first up, we got Chelsea news. So as everybody, as the whole world should know by now, is that Chelsea finally got a win against none other than the struggling Aston Villa, headed by Mr. Tim Sherwood. And it was, to be honest, it wasn't our best performance. I don't think it was really good performance. But what I really enjoyed is Mourinho wasn't scared to make changes to our team. Obviously, Ivanovic is injured, which is, I think, a blessing in disguise. So he put on Mr. Baba Rahman in left back and swapped Azpilicueta off to the right, which is what he's grown up as. He's actually trained as a right back, which is pretty cool to see him in that position.
How did he do in right back?
Yeah, he did okay. You could see he was a bit rusty. I think he's used to being a left back. Baba is a bit... I know Mourinho's made comments about how he's not ready for the Premier League, and you could tell that he's right in those comments. Like, he did the job, but I mean, some Villa players were just running circles around him at some points, which was a bit irritating. And another big piece of news is that Hazard started on the bench.
Yeah.
For I think it's the first time in Premier League. Maybe it's happened before. I can't remember. But apparently, Mourinho said that he's going to keep him on the bench until he can get better with his defense.
But that's crazy because he was the player of the year last season.
I know.
Mourinho always used to talk about how well he tracks back. In fact, all the commentators in the Premier League talk about how well he tracks back and how well he defends.
Yeah.
And he puts the effort in both ways. So that is strange to hear.
It is. And it's the kind of thing that the media could blow way out of proportion. And then all of a sudden we see Madrid come along at the end of the year and want to pick Hazard up. And to be honest, I'll be honest, he might actually go. Like, if it blows out of proportion,
yeah, well,
he could easily go.
If he keeps getting benched,
keeps getting
he
benched,
would definitely leave for game time.
Definitely. It's a bit irritating because he is so good. So I don't know what's the problem there. But anyway, Chelsea played a good game. Costa was back. He was being his usual self, getting up in people's faces. And I don't know if you saw him and Micah Richards going at it at one point.
I did notice it.
What irritated me was Costa was on the ground. I think it was from some harsh tackle from Richards. And he was kind of on his knees looking up at Richards. And Richards went up to him and basically crotched him right in the face and knocked him over. Just like Costa did to Koscielny a few weeks ago. But obviously, because it's Costa on the receiving end, nothing would happen, which is a bit irritating. Yeah. But
nice,
it's good to see Costa.
Old City boy putting him in his place.
You guys still paying him. But it's good to see Costa get a little goal. Willian is playing absolutely amazingly. He's definitely the shining star for us out of a team of very non-shining stars. Cool.
So, That's the Chelsea news. Now we're going to head over to the City news. First of all, yes, we won our game on Saturday, but I first want to start off with the bad news. That's all the injuries.
Oof.
Okay, so we've got David Silva, Sergio Aguero out. Those are the two main guys.
Yeah.
Then someone like Nasri, who's an important player,
also
injured with a hamstring injury. Fabian Delph is still out. Clichy and Kolarov, so we don't have a dedicated left back. And a few others.
Who will you play left back?
Sanya's playing left back.
Okay.
So, he did the job against Bournemouth on Saturday, but against Sevilla in the Champions League and then Man United next week at Old Trafford.
That's two very tough matches, eh?
That's tough. Anyway, we'll talk about the win against Bournemouth. I honestly didn't expect us to knock 5 goals away without Aguero and Silva.
And Sterling to get a hat-trick on top of that. Yeah. That was impressive.
What I was more stoked about than Sterling's hat-trick was Barney scoring 2 goals, though.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't scored in a while. As most people might have heard, he got malaria in the preseason, which is pretty crazy. He's picked up quite a few injuries already being at City. And when he was at Swansea, he only missed 4 games.
Wow.
He was there for a few years. He played like everything, basically. So he's not used to being like sidelined and unavailable to play. It's a shame. You could see how relieved he was to score, and I think he played really well.
Yeah.
And yes, obviously Sterling got that hat-trick, which was really cool. I read an article today that said, well, Sterling mentioned that he has been practicing after training with the team. He's been going on his own and practicing his finishing. So
wow. That's what Ronaldo used to do.
Yeah. So yeah, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
That he's able to see where his strengths and weaknesses are, and he wants to improve. So that's really cool.
Do you think he'll be as good as Ronaldo?
No.
Okay.
You
heard it from a City fan first.
Look, he's a very talented player.
Yeah, he is.
He'll never be like Ronaldo or Messi, but he's good, and he's only 20, 21.
Yeah.
He can only keep getting better.
Yeah.
He's already in a first team, top class team.
Yeah, constantly.
If he can get into the first team like straight away in one of England's top 2, top 3 teams.
Yeah.
That's pretty
good.
If when he becomes, by the time he's 23, 24, 25, he'll be pretty solid.
Have you heard him speak in an interview? Does he have a Jamaican accent or is it English?
No, he's got a British accent.
Okay. Because he was born in Jamaica.
Yeah. But he's been in England since like 4 or 5. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No. Unless he says the word, if you say the word beer can with an English accent, you're actually saying bacon in a Jamaican accent. So, anyway.
Okay, well, we'll try and ask him to say that.
Yeah. Beer can.
Then lastly, we play Sevilla on Wednesday.
Yes.
You didn't mention who Chelsea are going to play.
Chelsea are playing Dynamo Kiev.
Oh, well, that's a win.
The Ukrainian champions. It should be tough, but yeah.
Yeah, it should be tough, but at the same time, you should win.
Yeah.
On the other hand, us with all our injuries against Sevilla, that's pretty tough.
Might be harder, because they are Europa champions.
I can see maybe like... I wouldn't be surprised if we lose, but a good result for us would be like a draw or maybe like a 2-1 win.
Yeah.
I can see it being a tough 2-1 win again, like a Mönchengladbach game.
Yeah, that was tough. And it's, I actually want the English clubs to do well in Champions League. I really miss the days of seeing English clubs get to semi-finals and finals,
Yeah.
And it only improves the game in England. So, and you bring in all the good players. So hopefully City can do well, hopefully Chelsea can do well, hopefully Arsenal can do well, and hopefully Man United are going to lose, yeah?
Yeah. Look, I would rather Arsenal kill a very, very strong Bayern Munich team than Man United beat Moscow.
Oh, yeah.
So I really hope that Moscow still Man United.
They've got that Doumbia guy at Moscow. I think he's still there. He's brilliant.
He's really good.
He knows how to score some goals, so hopefully...
Go Moscow.
Woo! Moscow.
Okay, so then we got onto some general news. like we just mentioned, Arsenal play Bayern Munich in the Champions League on Tuesday. Game. I cannot wait to watch this game.
I know. Both teams are playing very well, banging in goals, but you got to think Bayern will beat them, right?
Yeah, I just think that Bayern, they've had way more Champions League experience.
Yeah.
I think they're going to come to Arsenal and get a convincing win.
So it's at the Emirates?
It's at the Emirates.
Oh, wow.
I think they will get a convincing win there, maybe a 3-1.
And that could be the downfall of Arsenal for the whole season.
Yeah, yeah.
They just need that one game to make everything fall apart. But did you see Neymar's 4 goals for Barcelona?
I did.
I didn't see them.
I saw his goals.
Yeah.
He played excellently.
Really?
With Leo Messi out of the scene for a while because of his injury,
yeah.
Neymar stepped up and he played like such a beast.
Wow.
He was pulling skill moves, nutmegging Oaks.
Wow.
He got 2 penalties.
He set them up.
He set up 2 penalties.
Wow.
He scored the 2 penalties, but it could have been 3. One decision was given against him, and it was a clear penalty.
Oh, really?
The guy took him down. He skilled him in the box.
Wow.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Jeez, bro.
He scored 2 penalties, 2 open goals, and he also assisted one of Suarez's goals, which was an absolute beaut of an assist.
Really?
Yeah, it was excellent. He just perfectly crossed it over 2 defenders, and Suarez just volleyed it in.
Jeez. Must be that haircut helping him out.
Must be.
Yeah.
That stylish haircut.
Well, he doesn't have his hair anymore, so maybe that's what's making him good.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway.
But speaking of 4 goals,
yeah.
Wijnaldum for Newcastle United scored 4 goals last night.
Hey, Dutch boy.
I watched this game.
Yeah.
It was an absolute cracker. I was so stoked for Newcastle, though, that they at least pulled off their first win. But it wasn't just a win. 6-2 against Norwich, who aren't a bad team.
No, they're not.
They're not a bad team. They're very good at on the front foot attacking. Yeah. And their goals were also nice. Newcastle could have prevented some of them because they didn't defend so well. But Wijnaldum's 4 goals were amazing. Sissoko got 3 assists.
Jeez.
Their new striker Mitrovic scored a cracker.
He's like the Newcastle Diego Costa, that guy.
Yeah. Jose Perez also scored 1. They were brilliant on their counter-attack.
That's good. Hopefully,
I really rate that guy, Wijnaldum.
Wijnaldum, yeah. I think he could challenge Depay for a spot.
I think Depay should get on the bench.
Yeah.
Wijnaldum should take his spot after the way he's been playing in the Premier League and after the way that Depay has been playing in the Premier League.
Well, unfortunately, there's going to be no bench to sit on because Holland are out of Euro.
And that's actually our next topic to discuss.
So sad.
We both love the Dutch football team.
Yeah, we do.
We are avid supporters of the Dutch football team, and we are very bleak that they didn't make Euro. But we will have another team to support, and we're both in agreement with that.
It's got to be Belgium.
My reason for supporting Belgium in Euro 2016 is because one of their official languages is Dutch.
Yeah, Guten.
Close.
I don't know what I just said. Sorry for any Dutch listeners if I swore at your mother.
Closest to to the Dutch, tradition, and because Kevin De Bruyne is a Manchester City player and he's Belgian. And Vincent Kompany.
But have you had a Belgian waffle?
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's really good. That's also same year. Eden Hazard. Obviously, they're very close to Dutch. Even in their style and the way that they play, it's very similar.
Yeah.
There's something about that region that they play like that. So obviously, I got Thibaut Courtois and Hazard that come from Chelsea. So I'm going for the Belgians. Even though if they face Germany, they're going to come up with a very, very big challenge. Any team is going to, but
still, they have a team capable.
They got a team of superstars, right?
Think about it: Courtois in goal, Kompany and Vertonghen, or
Toby Alderweireld.
Alderweireld, but no, there's another one for Merlin.
Yeah.
As centre backs,
yeah.
Alderweireld on the.
Probably push him to the
fullbacks.
No, he played centre back though.
He did, but he also played fullback.
He's versatile.
Then think about the midfield: Hazard,
Axel Witsel.
De Bruyne, Axel Witsel, that idiot with the
hair,
the
mohawk. No one can pronounce his name.
No. Not
Fellaini.
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 Fellaini is the only guy we don't support.
Yeah.
But you can guess why.
Yeah.
Nainggolan is the guy with the mohawk.
Yes, that's it. You got Lukaku, Benteke up front,
Origi.
Now they got
solid team.
What's that other guy? Dries Mertens.
Yes.
That other guy plays Kevin Morales. They got
They have a solid team. Bunch.
They're going to go
of very capable. All the way. I think they just need a really good manager to take them all the way.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they've been lacking lately.
I think so. Yeah, that Wilmot's. I don't know. He's alright, but they need a solid manager. Anyway, let's hope Belgium can do it. Alright, so it's game time. We got a new game that we're going to test out, see how it goes.
Called?
Minutes to win it. Alright, so basically what's going to happen is we're going to give each other a minute, and I'm going to give Josh either a player, a club, or a manager, and I'll just say, Josh, your person is this. And he has 1 minute just to ramble as much information that he knows about that person. And we're going to see how many facts he gets correct. And then he'll hit me with a player, club, or manager. I'll ramble off as many facts in a minute. And we'll see who gets the most facts correct.
Sounds cool.
So you want to hit me first?
I'll hit you first.
Okay.
Right?
You ready? Go. So, let me get my... Okay. We're good.
We need a time, bro.
Oh, yeah. We need a time. Okay. We got a timer. Go on, yeah. Okay.
Okay, you ready, right?
Give me like a 15-second when it's 15 seconds to go.
Okay, cool. Okay, your person is Sergio Aguero.
Okay.
Start.
Go. Okay, so Sergio Aguero was born in Argentina. He's 27 years old. He has a brother and a sister. He obviously has a mother and a father, so that's a cheap point for me. He was born in Argentina. The city was, Buenos Aires. He took a plane to get from Argentina to Europe to start playing in Europe. He has scored over between 50 and 60 goals for Manchester City, and he was actually in a music video as a singer that not a lot of people know about. So it's on YouTube somewhere. What else about him? He's got one child. It's a boy, and his uncle is Diego Maradona, and his nephew or his cousin is Lionel Messi, or his godfather. Damn!
Stop,
man. Okay.
Well,
we'll rack up those points.
We will rack up those points after
Josh's turn,
after the podcast.
Yeah,
and we'll let you know in the next podcast how many he actually got.
Okay, Josh. Your person or your club or your player is Cristiano Ronaldo. Go.
Wow. He is Portuguese. He just won his 4th European Golden Boot. He has a little boy. He was born on an island just off of Portugal. He used to play for Sporting Lisbon, then for Manchester United, then Real Madrid. He's now Real Madrid's top scorer, beating Raul's goal-scoring record or whatever. He recently scored 5 goals in the game. He is famous for crazy knuckleball free kicks. He won Ballon d'Or in 2015. He is very arrogant and full of himself. He has the gayest celebration by pumping out his chest and arms like a Superman.
10 seconds.
I don't know anything else.
5 seconds.
He's tall.
Time. Bro, I don't think you can even... We're not even going to rack up those points because you definitely beat me right there. How do you know so much about Ronaldo like that? That was scary.
I watched the documentary.
I picked the wrong person. Right. Okay, well done. Josh is the winner for Minute to Win It. Woo!
Okay, but we have another game.
Yes.
And that is...
Choose the Blues.
Yes. Remember
Choose
last
the Blues.
time out, Sean asked me 5 questions and I had to say dark blue or light blue, or sky blue, dark blue. He said 5 facts and I had to choose, which one applied to which club. So I'm going to now ask Sean this time
5
out.
questions. How many did you get?
5.
No, how many did you get right last
I think I got 3.
Yeah, I also think that's 3. Okay.
So let's see what he can do today. Okay, Sean, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, number 1. Which ladies team plays their matches at Tooting and Mitcham United home ground?
Tooting and Mitcham. Okay, I'm going to take a wild guess. Sky Blues. Light blue.
Chelsea.
Okay.
Blues. Sky Blues have Academy Stadium.
I forgot. The Academy Stadium, of course.
Right. Lawrence Furness was the club's first manager.
Lawrence Furness. Club's first manager. Also going to say light blue.
Yeah.
Boom! Yeah!
Okay. Which club was bought for just £1 in 1982?
Dark blue. Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yes. What's that? 2 out of 3?
2 out of 3.
Okay.
In 1996 to 1997, the club's top scorer only scored 9 goals.
Club's top scorer. 96, 97. Chelsea were starting to come up. I think Zola was around then. Maybe he was around then. So you guys are probably worse. So I'm going to say light blue.
Wrong.
Chelsea. Serious?
In
How many goals?
1996 to 1997, the top scorer only scored 9 goals.
Oh, wow, okay. Damn, okay, so 2 out of 4. I got to get this last one.
Bert Trainman played in the 1956 FA Cup final with a broken neck.
What? That guy's a beast. Beasts play for light blue?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought so. Yaya Touré's a beast. That's how I got it.
Nice. Okay, so Sean got 3 out of 5 as well. But it's pretty equal, eh?
Okay, so rock, paper, scissors to decide who's the winner. Okay. Ching, chong, cha. Ching, chong, cha. Ching, chong, cha.
Damn.
What happened there is we pulled off the same things, and I eventually won. So I'm the winner of Choose the Blues. All right.
Okay.
So before we wrap up, we just got some predictions. Obviously, City play Sevilla at home in Champions League, and then you play Manchester United away. And then Chelsea play Champions League away at Dynamo Kiev, and we also play West Ham United away. So, what are your predictions? Firstly, for
City Sevilla.
Go for it, yeah.
City Sevilla. It's going to be a tough game. Sevilla are champions, the Europa League champions.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have our strongest side. I'm going to have to say either a 2-2 draw or a 2-1 win to us.
Okay.
That's what I see.
And the United away match?
That is going to be flippin' tough because last time out, this one can go either way in my eyes because they have to fly all the way to Moscow midweek for Champions League, which will make them tired.
Yeah.
Last time we were at Old Trafford, they killed us 4-2. We don't have our strongest side, so that's why it's making me think that they will beat us. But then knowing those 2 facts, that we want to make that last loss right,
yeah,
and the fact that they're going to be tired, we could beat them. We're capable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go and be positive and say a 3-1 win to City.
Okay. And Chelsea? Dynamo Kiev away and West Ham away?
Chelsea, Dynamo Kiev, I'm going to say 3-1 as well. West Ham away. I'm going to say 3-2.
To Chelsea?
To Chelsea.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Myself, I'm actually going to throw a spanner in the works, and I'm going to say City are going to lose both matches. I'm sorry.
What?
I just think it's, for some reason, I just think you guys have been playing well, but I think you're going to get blindsided for some reason. I don't know why. I can't tell you why, but I think you'll lose 2-1 at home to Sevilla and 3-2 to United. but I might be completely wrong. I'm just throwing it out there. And then I think we will actually draw with Dynamo Kiev. I think it'll be a very tight match.
Okay.
And this West Ham match will also be tight, but we'll win it by 1 goal, 2-1.
Okay.
So
interesting. Well, I really hope you're wrong, bro.
Yeah.
Especially for the fact that we want English teams to do well and we want Manchester United to lose.
That's true.
So let's all hope that Sean is wrong.
Yeah. Right, that's all we have time for today. Thanks for joining us. If you like this podcast, just give us a like on SoundCloud, if that's what you can do. I think that's what you can do on SoundCloud. And
follow
us on Facebook, share us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. We are active on Twitter.
We are, guys, and we have one thing to let you know. We have been working hard on making some awesome FIFA goals.
Yes.
Sharing some awesome content on our Facebook, YouTube, Twitter page. Yeah. So go check it out.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel because that's where all the FIFA goals are.
Share it.
And give us some ideas as well. Give us ideas of things we could be doing.
Give us feedback. We're open to anything.
Yeah.
We're doing this thing for you guys. So, yeah.
Awesome. That's it.
See you next time.
Yeah.